Hey guys, and welcome to episode 28 of How I Made My First $1,000,000. Today is, well, a little bit after January 1st, but we're looking at the numbers from January 1st, 2023, a new year. So, Happy New Year to you. I hope 2022 was a wonderful year for you, and I hope 2023 is even better. So, let's look at the numbers. All right, assets down almost $5,000. Liabilities unchanged. Net worth also down almost $5,000. So yeah, net worth, we're at negative 6,000 and change. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes for a better story. I mean, you know, what do I say at this point? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's just finish the numbers and then I'll get to the updates. Okay, let's look at the chart. So our new data point here, okay, January of 2023. Yeah, I mean, you can see the black lines going further into negative territory. Assets continue to be at a record low. Liabilities haven't really changed for, I don't know, almost a year now. Okay, I mean, not that exciting. Not that exciting. Okay, income statement. What do we have? Okay, almost $5,000 in income, which is less than the previous month. However, that's all coming from investments, selling investments. It's not like dividends, obviously. Nothing from employment. Nothing from employment. So I did work a few hours for Mike, but I didn't submit a timesheet. So I don't even remember how many hours. It's not that many. So I didn't submit a timesheet yet. So there might be, I don't know, something less than $1,000. I'm almost positive coming in next month. But anyways, this is the cash flow for December. So yeah, still living off investments, not exactly sustainable. I mean, if we take a look at how much do we even have in Bitcoin? Yeah, 40,000 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, so from 40,000, what are we spending? Okay, from the past 2 months, an average of $6,000 a month with 40,000 that that could be sold, even though I don't want to sell it all. That's what, 6.5 months. Okay, so 6 months. If the price of Bitcoin doesn't change and my oh wait, I meant not. I didn't want to go revenues. I wanted to go expenses. Okay, that's 6,600 a month. So even less. So even less than 6 months. Okay, so yeah, gotta find a way to make some money. Let's just take a look at expenses. I don't know if there's anything even really worth talking about. Okay, rent and utilities went up a ton. This is just because of like when the payments hit my account, like when I pay rent and when I get reimbursed or when I reimburse my fiance. So this is just like an accounting gimmick. Like rent didn't actually change. So whatever the number is, it'll be lower for next month. Yeah, other than that, there's really nothing worth talking about. I didn't buy a gaming computer, so that went down a lot. Yeah. There's really nothing to comment on here. Cash flows, similar thing. No money from employment last month or the month before. Yeah, I mean, it's the same story. So like, yeah, I don't know. Something's got to change. All right, let's go through the updates. Okay, so in December, I continued to publish on Substack. So I posted 4 articles on Substack, doing that every week. Haven't missed a week, which is great. Put a pause on Storytellers Academy. Haven't done anything with that. Also paused the Bible study group. So yeah, like right after my last video, we canceled the Bible study for the next day because something came up with him, and then I think something came up with me, and then we had Christmas and New Year's. So like one thing for him, one thing for me, and then 2 holidays. So we actually didn't do the Bible study at all in December. And I decided to pause it going forwards. So I'm interested in the Bible. I want to study it, but it just feels like it's too much of my time, taking too much of my time and attention away from generating income. So just paused it. Continuing the Twitter gym on Fridays and posting a thread each week, quote unquote. I don't think I've posted the last couple Fridays, maybe even 3 Fridays. So I'm still hosting the Twitter gym, but then after the gym is over, I'm not posting the thread that I was working on. So I don't even carve out time to finish the thread. And why have I not been doing that? I guess it feels like a lot of work compared to the return on investment. And it also feels like I don't have a strategy to it. It almost feels like busy work. Like I told myself, publish a thread every Friday just because. And there doesn't seem to be like a consistent unified strategy to what I'm posting, how I'm posting it, if I'm measuring anything like impressions or engagements or just any metrics. So what I'm going to do is step back and come up with some kind of strategy and then implement the strategy. So I don't just want to create busy work for the sake of busy work. So I will continue the Twitter gyms and I will continue posting a thread every week, quote unquote, but more purposefully going forward. Okay, softball practice is continuing Saturdays. Practice this morning. It was awesome. Really looking forward to that. Just continuing that. And we may even add in Wednesdays. We've talked about practicing Wednesday and Saturday, so I think that'll happen. Okay, the lawsuit is on hold because I haven't been served papers. So in the month of December, I called 5 attorneys. I said, okay, I'm going to call 5 attorneys, talk to each one, and just see what I should do. And I'm really happy that I decided to call 5 before I even made the first call, because of the first 3, they basically said some helpful things and said, okay, here's a link where you can, sign the papers to like enlist our services and then pay money. But then the last 2, numbers 4 and 5, said, if I were you, I wouldn't do anything yet. I wouldn't hire an attorney until you get served, because otherwise there's just nothing to do. There's nothing to do. And so I'm really happy I called 5 attorneys instead of just 3 or just 1. So I decided to do nothing for now, and there may be updates in the future, but that's it for now. The lawsuit is just on hold until I'm actually served papers. Okay, I also concluded that a full-time job is really a last resort for me. It's like really last resort. I actually went on LinkedIn and searched for some jobs that I thought I might enjoy. LOL. So like Bitcoin related, like it has to be Bitcoin related. And I created a resume on LinkedIn, which was like just a gross experience. I just really didn't like it. Got like a sinking feeling in my stomach the whole time. It just felt very lame and like a terrible way to go through life. Just like filling out a resume, trying to claim that I'm somehow, I don't know, like that I have certain skills, like, oh, I have communication skills, or I have whatever the skills are, like time management skills, or like, works well in teams. Just like it just feels so unbelievably lame. I like couldn't even finish it, and I put that process on hold and instead started filling out the application process for a particular company. And one of the questions on the application was, why do you want to work at this company? Totally fair question. I started thinking about it, and I just thought, I don't want to work at this company. I don't know anything about this company, never heard of the company, and just, there was no sincerity in my application. Like I felt in my body. like there was no sincerity. It was like, I'm doing this just because I don't know what else to do. And that felt awful. And I decided I'm not moving forward if that's how I feel. So I abandoned that process as well. And upon further reflection, I realized that I personally, in this process, was using a job as a form of procrastination on the thing that I actually feel called to do as a human being, which is create educational assets and broadcast them over the internet. You could argue that this video is kind of that. Um, but anyways, so yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's like, it's a way harder road, but it's what I need to do as a human being. So, and if I don't do that, I will feel empty and hollow. So if it doesn't work for whatever reason, then I will go to a job. But I have whatever 4, 5, 6 months to take a crack at it. Okay, and also upon further reflection, I came up with an archetype for myself to embody for 2023, which is that of an excellent salesman. Excellent salesman. So like in the past, I've had a really hard time selling myself, and whenever I do work, I tend to give it away for free. Like, oh yeah, here, I'll volunteer my time, or here, I'll give you advice, or I'll tutor you, or whatever it is. I'll do it for free, no problem. But it's not really gonna be able to put food on the table. So yeah, got to start charging. So I really want to just sort of embody like the characteristics of an excellent salesman. So yeah, so I only want to sell things that I believe in, but if they're the products that I'm creating because I think they will help people, I will believe in them. So there's no problem there. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on. And then I've got 3 updates below this line here because technically they happened in the first week of January, so they're not December updates, but they've happened. So what did I do? I enrolled in a course called Minimum Viable Video with Cam Hauser. I'll put a link to that in the description. It's basically, yeah, minimum viable video. I mean, it's kind of a cool name for it. It's like, it helps you, it's like rite of passage for video, is how he describes it. So it basically helps you create videos for the internet in the same way that rite of passage helps you to write for the internet. So yeah, so videos. So maybe these videos will get better. Oh. So anyways, that's that. It starts next week, and it's 4 weeks. So I should be able to finish the entire course before my next update. Yeah. And it's a cohort-based course, so I'm happy. It's happening in real time, and I do it with other people, and I really can't delay it. Unlike the next thing, item 10 here, the Content OS, the Content Operating System with Justin Welsh. That is an online course that's self-paced. So I actually bought that yesterday. I'm going to take the course today. It's only an hour. It's an hour of content, so you can absolutely do it in one sitting. I'll probably spend 2 hours going through it because I'll pause and take notes and that kind of stuff. But I'm really excited because his course, which he released last year, is exactly the things that I want to do. I had already decided that I want to sell things online, but I want to use 3 platforms to generate an audience: Twitter, LinkedIn, and a newsletter. You might also think YouTube, but I'm not using YouTube to generate an audience. But yeah, those are the 3 that I decided on, and those are the exact 3 that his course is all about. So that's what he's been doing for the last couple of years. So perfect. I'm really excited about that. And finally, I'm looking for a personal branding coach. So I actually started the process of finding somebody, reached out to a particular company, and they're getting back to me, so we're going to talk about it. So I think, yeah, personal brand online is 1,000 times better than a resume. And I feel like everyone should have a personal brand. I mean, like, everyone does have a personal brand. The question is, like, are you paying attention to it? Are you managing it? Are you controlling it? Is it reflecting what you want it to reflect? And in the case of my personal brand, the answer is no, I'm not managing it, and it does not reflect what I want to reflect. So I want to get some help. I could do it alone, but I guess I've been trying to do it alone for however many years I've been on the internet, and it hasn't been working. So yeah, looking to hire somebody for that, and that will hopefully help me with yeah, everything online, website, social media, everything. Yeah, so that's what I got. Do I have anything else? Well, how am I feeling? I guess I didn't describe how I'm feeling. How am I feeling? You know, it changes quite rapidly. I was feeling a certain way earlier, but it's not how I'm feeling right now. You know, I was like laughing when I did the numbers before I started recording. I mean, negative 6,000 makes for a better story, I suppose. But it's like maybe this whole time, the last 2 years, I wasn't going to step into this character, if you will, of the online content creator unless I really had to financially. Yeah, maybe I was too comfortable. Maybe I was too comfortable for 2 years or 4 years or whatever the math has been. Yeah. So feeling a sense of urgency, but like in an exciting way, like an exciting sense of urgency. And I also feel like I'm in control of my own destiny. Like now it's me. Whereas before it was like, well, whatever Bitcoin does, that's my fate, which is kind of foolish. Like that's a lame excuse. But that's what I was doing. And now it's like, okay, I mean, it's all me. So, anyways, that's how I'm feeling. Yeah, next month's update should be pretty awesome. I will have taken 2 courses and perhaps hired a personal branding coach by then. So, yeah, and as soon as possible, I want to get some content out there. So, that's where I'm at. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.